Welcome to My Game is Money Investing with your host, Mr. G, the retail trader. Welcome to episode 24, where today I'll be talking about some of the activities that I conducted over the last week in my portfolio, some repositioning. I'll also be talking and mainly about a hot topic, which is a dividend trap, and kind of showing how I plan to avoid the dividend trap and reposition myself after a few weeks. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and these videos are for entertainment purposes only, so you have to do your own due diligence. So, my current position in my portfolio it hasn't changed much. I have a JetBlue, I have Palantir, I have Healthy Choice Management Corporation, and then I have sold off of my positions in Starbolt Carriers Corporation. I've also sold off of Petrobras, which is an oil / energy company. I also sold off of my newly investment, which was the Rivian investment. I've sold off completely on there at a small loss, but I was 10% positive on the week. So of course, this is a hot topic I want to talk about in this video, which is how to avoid and how I plan on avoiding the dividend trap. So just to make it and simplify it as best as possible, I basically am in or was in Starbolt Carriers Corporation at dollar cost average of $19.58 per share. I owned 1,000 shares. So that's roughly 19,000, I believe, 580. So what I did was, and I started off the week, it was kind of nerve-wracking because I started off the week, I was actually it was trading below my dollar cost average. It was actually trading somewhere around, I want to say it was 19, 20, some change. And so I was actually at a loss. But it regrouped and it sold off higher. And so I thought to myself, man, all right, so should I pull the trigger now? And I'm thinking, nah, I didn't invest 20 grand to make 2%. I invest my money to make a solid return. So I stuck it out. And I didn't let my emotions get the best of me. So I stuck it out. I stayed in the stock like I planned to, which was and sells right before the ex-dividend date, which is the 29th of November. So I still actually had one more day to stay in the stock, but again, it ran up on Friday, and it ran up big. So I actually made a 10% profit on 20 grand. You do the math on that. Basically, it's 2,000. I made profit. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to pull out and basically let pretty much the stocks take its course. And so what I believe is going to happen is this. Come tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of buying in Starbolt Carriers Corporation. It's going to be a one-day event. So I believe that there's going to be a lot of buying tomorrow. And then either Tuesday or Wednesday, I believe that the stock is going to go well below the highs of Monday. So what I anticipate happening is there'll be some kind of correction. And so I believe the stock will go drastically down within the next 2 weeks. What I plan on doing is repositioning myself in that very same stock at roughly about $17. So what I'll do is I'll put an alert in my portfolio, and the alert would allow me to know exactly when the shares hit my target price of $17. Then I'll reposition myself in. I'll probably do it slowly. Maybe I buy 500 shares and I do some covered calls on those 500 shares and try to generate some cash flow. But that's my plan. So like I said, what I believe will happen is that the stock will drop well below whatever it ends on Monday. So if Monday it goes as high as $22, $23, I believe that the stock is going to drop. Now, do I know this? No, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know. But this is what I anticipate. This is how I plan on avoiding the dividend trap. Because I've done this before where, again, I've had to stay invested in the stock longer than I wanted to. And mainly, this has to do more with time and not the actual investment, because I do believe in this company. It is a valued company, and it's actually undervalued. So one, you should take advantage of it if you have a long time horizon for this investment. So the other thing I wanted to share with you is some news. So again, the news outlets continue to push the inflation and recession. That seems to not have changed. That's really all you've been hearing for the last, I don't know, 9 months, 10 months. So nothing has changed. They're still pushing that narrative, inflation, recession, which is why there's a bear market. The other thing that is in play is that China is widely in play because of the lockdowns. As a matter of fact, I heard on a news outlet that because of the soccer games and the world having the soccer I guess event having worldwide exposure, they're actually blurring out the audience from China's television, because China's like, all right, we're on lockdown, but the entire world, they're in the stadiums without a mask on. People are partying, people are drinking. So basically, China's being shut off from the entire world. I think it's crazy that that's even happening, but that is actually happening. So now, of course, people talk. So it's kind of, I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out. But China government has things on lockdown, and that seems to be the case. And that's still in the news is obviously FTX and the bankruptcy. We're kind of wondering what's going to happen to Sam Bankman-Fried, and see if he's going to go to prison for the fraudulent activities. We'll have to see how that plays out. Crypto is still being hurt by the FTX and BlockFi bankruptcy. So again, this is a hot topic. Cryptocurrency has always been a hot topic for the last couple of years, and it continues to be so. But either way, thank you for joining me. Please hit the like, subscribe, bell notification, and leave a comment. And of course, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video.